Hello, and welcome to Sips with a Specialist. I'm Jacob Coley, Director of Antiquities and Ancient Art here at Hindman Auctions. Today we toast to an ancient Greek tradition centered around drinking wine called the Symposium. The word symposium literally translates to drinking wine together. So, what better way to spend our time together than by raising a glass, or kylix, which I happen to have right here. In the simplest of terms, the symposium was a drinking party that took place during a banquet. The symposiarch, or host, would guide the party with conversational cues and contests. From debating politics and philosophy to playing music and reciting poetry, a range of entertainment was provided for guests. The host would also control the amount of wine served and its potency. A typical mixture was 4 parts water and 1 part wine. To the ancient Greeks, only barbarians would drink undiluted wine. When drinking is involved, games are often played. One game was more popular than the rest. Known as Kottabos, the object of this ancient game was to hit a target with the sediment from the bottom of one's wine cup. We know the rules of the game from the comic playwright Antiphonies. He writes, "The player must place their right index finger through the handle of the kylix, the palm facing up with the remaining fingers spread out like playing a flute. The player reclines, leaning on their left elbow, and moves their right forearm only to throw the sediment." Before taking their turn, each contestant would provide a toast. This toast could be a loving dedication to a specific someone or a philosophical question about life, which could be answered by the outcome of the throw. We know of these toasts from inscriptions found on numerous symposium vessels. One can easily imagine a room full of physical and audible reactions depending on how close the sediment landed to its target. Intoxicated cheers for approval, boos for disapproval, and even gasps for close calls. A kylix is the most iconic symbol of the symposium. This particular kylix is from approximately 470 to 460 BC and attributed to the Tarquinia painter. Unlike artists of today, it was uncommon for painters to sign their work. So 20th century scholars such as John Beazley and Arthur Trindle took to identifying unique painting styles and then naming that style after well-known examples called a type piece. Thus, it is not surprising that the Tarquinia painter is eponymously named after a type piece from the National Museum of Tarquinia in Italy. Depicted here, inside the tande of this kylix is the god of wine himself, Dionysus. He is in repose holding a drinking cup. No doubt his body in a similar position to what we'd expect the symposiast to be in. Was this a deliberate attempt by the Tarquinia painter to evoke comparison between symposiast and Dionysus, man and God, mortality and immortality? If so, it's worth noting the location of the image at the bottom of the cup. Dionysus would only come to light once the wine was consumed and cup emptied. The more potent the wine, the more powerful the metaphor would become. This kylix, with its playful conceit, is a wonderful example of ancient Greek culture and their sense of humor. I'm delighted to have it here and in the upcoming Antiquities and Ancient Art sale, Thursday, May 27th. I hope to see you there. Yamas.